Imagine stepping into a world where rustic charm meets refined luxury, a Ralph Lauren-inspired backyard that feels like a ranch getaway under open skies. This is not just a dining setup, it's an invitation to live beautifully outdoors. We begin with the essence: weathered wood, natural linens, and the subtle glow of golden hour light. The mood evokes nostalgia for the American West, framed by elegance. This vision is grounded in authenticity. Think of an old oak table, sturdy yet graceful, surrounded by leather-backed chairs softened with plaid throws. Every detail whispers craftsmanship: aged brass, textured fabrics, and timeless hues. It's about layering comfort and history into one cohesive story. The scene is not built overnight. It's curated, an accumulation of textures and tones that mirror life's quiet refinement. From rustic barn boards to vintage silverware, every object carries the poetry of use. The space tells its own tale, one of dinners under string lights, laughter, and slow summer evenings. A wooden table under soft light, surrounded by wild grasses swaying in a summer breeze, a Ralph Lauren plaid blanket draped over a chair, and lanterns flickering in the dusk. Before anything else, visualize how people will move through your outdoor dining area. The layout should feel organic, like a meandering path through a ranch landscape, practical yet poetic. Allow for open space between dining, lounging, and garden zones so the eye can wander without interruption. Anchor the dining area with a long rectangular table, its natural wood grain echoing the surrounding earth tones. Position it beneath a pergola or a canopy of string lights, creating intimacy within openness. The space should draw guests inward, inviting them to sit, stay, and share. Think of circulation as choreography, each element leading gracefully to the next. A small gravel path crunches underfoot, guiding guests from the kitchen doors to the outdoor heart of the home. Subtle transitions, like potted herbs or planters, soften the boundaries between function and nature. A weathered dining table beneath warm Edison bulbs, framed by olive trees and soft gravel, with linen curtains catching the golden hour breeze. Color tells the story of atmosphere. Begin with an earthy palette drawn from the land itself, warm browns, sandstone, sage, and muted denim blues. Each shade reflects a piece of the ranch, soil, sky, and weathered saddle leather. This combination captures Ralph Lauren's signature rugged sophistication. Layer tones thoughtfully. Neutral linens serve as the backdrop for deep indigo napkins and caramel leather straps around flatware. Let patina shine, imperfections add character and depth. Avoid anything too polished, authenticity is the ultimate luxury in this palette. Lighting becomes part of the color story. As the sun sets, the amber glow from lanterns and candles casts a golden filter across every surface, turning wood to honey and brass to firelight. The space should feel like it's exhaling into evening. A table glowing with soft candlelight, brown leather napkin rings, indigo textiles rippling in the breeze, and a twilight sky painted in dusty pinks and gold. A ranch-style table is the beating heart of this outdoor world, sturdy, soulful, and handcrafted. Choose a reclaimed wood surface where every knot and grain tells its own story. It's more than furniture, it's a canvas for connection and memory. Set the tone with layered textures. Mix stoneware plates with burnished flatware and linen runners. Add hand-thrown ceramic pitchers and vintage glassware that shimmer softly in the evening light. Every object should feel collected, not purchased. Balance is key, rugged meets refined. The imperfections of wood contrast beautifully with the precision of crystal stemware. This harmony between opposites creates visual poetry, rough and smooth, heavy and delicate, masculine and feminine. A long reclaimed oak table set for 6, leather-bound menus, flickering candles, and wildflowers arranged in an old brass vase, glowing beneath string lights. Seating is where your guests will linger, so it must blend comfort with style. Think leather-backed chairs, woven rattan seats, or even reclaimed benches topped with plaid wool cushions. These textures evoke the rugged yet elegant aesthetic of a Ralph Lauren lodge. Mix and match styles to keep the atmosphere lived in rather than staged. A combination of chairs and benches encourages flexibility, the kind of effortless sophistication that feels curated over time, not designed overnight. Add layers of warmth with textiles. Drape cozy throws over chair backs and place faux fur seat covers for softness during cool evenings. Every seat should invite guests to sit a little longer, sip a little slower, and enjoy the company. A rustic oak table surrounded by mismatched leather chairs and woven benches, each seat draped in plaid or wool, flickering lanterns casting long shadows across the ground. As day fades into twilight, light becomes the storyteller. The right glow transforms a meal into a memory. Use a mix of string lights, vintage lanterns, and tall taper candles to layer the atmosphere with warmth and romance. Ralph Lauren design celebrates restraint, so skip harsh fixtures in favor of soft, diffused light. Each source should mimic firelight, golden and slow, enhancing the textures of wood, leather, and linen. Let darkness dance between the flickers. Position lights to create visual rhythm, overhead bulbs twinkling above, candles clustered down the table, and lanterns scattered among planters. The key is asymmetry, natural, organic, like the glow of a campfire under open skies. Warm bulbs floating overhead, soft candlelight illuminating faces, the table bathed in amber tones while the night sky deepens beyond the ranch horizon. No rustic setting is complete without the wild touch of nature. Use plants not as decoration, but as essential characters in the story. Potted olive trees, wild lavender, and native grasses add movement and scent, creating a dialogue between structure and wilderness. Arrange greenery in layers, echoing the landscape. Low herbs at the table edge, taller shrubs behind the dining zone, and vines climbing up pergolas. Let it feel slightly overgrown, as if the garden has gently reclaimed the space. For centerpieces, skip the store-bought bouquet. Instead, gather branches, wildflowers, and herbs from your own garden. Display them in vintage pitchers or weathered tin buckets, the kind of beauty that feels accidental but intentional. Soft lavender blooms catching candlelight, olive branches swaying above a rustic table, shadows of leaves dancing across linen in the evening breeze. Lighting transforms everything. It's the alchemy that turns a backyard into an experience. As the sun dips low, trade daylight for a constellation of soft golden tones, string lights overhead, lanterns scattered along the ground, and candles flickering across the table. Light should feel like a gentle heartbeat, not a spotlight. Use multiple layers of illumination. A fire pit or a single tall candle centerpiece adds movement, while low, warm bulbs above create intimacy. The glow should mimic dusk, gentle, embracing, romantic. Avoid anything harsh or too modern, it should feel like an echo of campfire light. The shadows are as important as the light. Let them fall across linen and wood, deepening textures and evoking a sense of mystery. Lighting in a Ralph Lauren-inspired space is not decoration, it's emotion in motion. String lights cascading through oak branches, lanterns flickering on gravel paths, and candle flames dancing against rich wood and plaid textiles beneath a star-strewn sky. Beyond the physical, atmosphere is what breathes soul into the space. The hum of conversation, the scent of grilled herbs, the faint sound of acoustic guitar, these intangible details complete the picture. This is where design meets emotion, where aesthetics become experience. Curate sound and rhythm. Soft jazz, old Western ballads, or classic folk music enhance the sense of timelessness. The goal is effortless comfort, a soundtrack that feels like it's always belonged here. Every breeze tells a story. The flicker of flame, the clink of glass, the laughter in the background, all small notes in a greater symphony of memory-making. This is where life happens, in moments that feel cinematic yet deeply personal. Friends laughing under lantern light, a guitar leaning by the fire pit, the air filled with smoke, rosemary, and golden warmth under a fading sunset. A Ralph Lauren-inspired ranch-style dining space isn't just about aesthetics, it's about lifestyle. It celebrates craftsmanship, connection, and a slower rhythm of living. Here, beauty is functional, luxury is natural, and every dinner feels like a page from an American classic. This setting becomes a reflection of you, your stories, your history, your hospitality. The magic lies not in perfection, but in the honest elegance of well-loved things and shared moments. It's the art of living well without pretense. When the last candle burns low and the stars take over the sky, you realize it was never just about design, it was about creating a memory that lingers, like the scent of cedar smoke and leather. A glowing table under the night sky, chairs empty but still warm, string lights twinkling, and a gentle breeze rustling through the tall grass, timeless, cinematic, unforgettable.